A reading from the Gospel of John, chapter 14, beginning at verse 21. They who have my commandments and keep them are those who love me, and those who love me will be loved by my Father, and I will love them and reveal myself to them. Judas, not Iscariot, said to him, Lord, how is it that you will reveal yourself to us and not to the world? Jesus answered him, Those who love me will keep my word, and my Father will love them, and we will come to them and make our home with them. Whoever does not love me does not keep my words, and the word that you hear is not mine, but it is from the Father who sent me. I have said these things to you while I am still with you, but the Advocate, the Holy Spirit, whom the Father will send in my name, will teach you everything and remind you all of that I have said to you. That Gospel reading is just a snippet of a much longer farewell discourse between Jesus and his disciples on the night of his arrest. It's quite an extraordinary moment, and yet it's also quite ordinary. Jesus tries to show them two elements of reality that are really quite tricky to grasp. He is going away, and yet he will not leave them orphaned. It's no wonder the disciples have questions. Judas, not Iscariot, is the one pressing for more information. He asks, Lord, what is this all about? In today's world, and especially in these times, we are discovering we are more virtually connected than ever before. Skype, FaceTime, Google Meet, Zoom are now very much part of our everyday language and life. And yet despite this, many people still seem to be so lonely. Virtually connected, yet physically isolated. Feeling alone can be a profoundly difficult thing to experience, and this is what the disciples are to fear most: isolation from their teacher and friend. All that they have done has been about being part of Jesus' life and journey, but Jesus' promises mean they will not be alone, for Jesus says, But the Advocate, the Holy Spirit, whom the Father will send in my name, will teach you everything. Having a teacher who makes a difference in your life is an important thing. There are countless stories of teachers making an impact on a young person's life, in ways that turned them around or helped them fulfill their potential, often in profound ways. Maybe you can think of someone who has always been there for you, someone who taught you or supported you or who guided you. Jesus did that for his disciples, teaching them in ways that led them to leave their previous lives and to follow him and change the world in so many ways. These Easter days recreate the waiting of the disciples, their courage and their anticipation of the coming of God's Spirit. What does the courage of Easter people look like for us today? Well, for me, it can be seen in our teachers, our NHS workers, and all who work every day to ensure that all people retain their dignity. It can be seen in those who bring hope and the possibility of change, and who remind us of those words that Jesus spoke to us, that we are never alone.